Hey everybody, I'm Jack Rita. I'm the designer of Firefly Misbehavin, which is a deck building card game set in the Firefly verse. And in a previous video, which I will link in the description, I covered the Reaver cards, which are optional cards that you can add to the market decks to increase the difficulty of the game or create more tension in it. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about a similar custom expansion. So this is not actually part of the game. It's something that would be part of a proposed expansion, or it's just something if you want to make the cards, get in touch with me. I'll give you the file and you can make your own. And it's called an Alliance Patrol. And it's probably best if it's in a game where you don't have the Alliance. But they work very similar to the Reaver cards. So you're going to take one or more of these Alliance Patrol cards and you're going to shuffle them into the market decks. And with the Reavers, we generally say, start off by shuffling one into the Rim deck, because that's most likely where you're going to encounter them. With the Alliance Patrol, we say start with one in the core deck, because that's most likely where you're going to encounter them. But you can mix this up however you want. You can put a couple of them in the core deck. You can put one in each of the three market decks, however you like. You can mix and match them. So this can be done with the Reavers as well. So you can have several of these in, and they work the same way. At the end of your turn, when you are replenishing one of the markets where there's a missing card, if you turn over a card and you get this, then you have to deal with it, and it's everybody on subsequent turns will deal with it. So if you're the one revealing it, doesn't affect you if it's done at the end of your turn. But everyone else will have to deal with it because it has a start of turn effect. So even if it happens during your turn, you don't really have to worry about it. Although you could start to get rid of it on your turn if you wanted to. So with the Reaver cards, there were a couple of ways you could get rid of them. In general, you could spend a collective number of verse tokens, 2 per player. So in a 2-player game, it would take a total of 4 verse tokens in any ratio between the 2 players, and that would get rid of the Reaver card. Or you could pick a fight with them, and they each have their own defense value. It's similar, but not exactly the same. So here, there's still a defense value, so you can pick a fight with the Alliance Patrol, and as long as you have at least 7 power in your fight, then you have defeated them. You get rid of the card, and you get the normal reward for winning a fight. Draw a card, get a credit, or gain a verse. The alternative is not verse tokens, but credits. So you're basically paying off the Alliance to get out from under their control, and that is 2 credits per player collectively. So in a 4-player game, it would take 4 credits, and each of you could spend 2. One could spend 1, and the other 3. That's how it works. Now, what is the effect of the Alliance Patrol? Well, at the start of your turn, you're going to reveal your hand to everybody else. But for each verse token that you are willing to spend, you may keep a card in your hand unrevealed, and you get to choose. So you can say, you know what, I've got the verse token, so I'm going to spend it, and I'm going to set aside this one card, and I'll reveal the others. So having your hand revealed is not ideal. It's not the worst thing that could happen. But there are worse things that do happen here. So you're actually going to gain 1 the black for each supply card in your hand that was revealed. And so if you want, you could spend the verse tokens to hide the supply cards so that you are not suffering that penalty. Now, the supply cards are the things that are not in the market deck. They're in the supply board. It's going to be things like Shiny, Misbehave, Palaver, the different maneuvers like Crazy Ivan or Full Burn, stuff like that. That is a supply card. So if you have those in your hand, the Alliance Patrol is quite keen to deal with that. And basically, you're just trying to get away from them, and that's why you're adding the black. The black is a garbage card. It doesn't do anything, it just clogs up your deck. So when you're drawing it, you're not really drawing anything useful. It's not easy to get rid of either. So it's not as dire a circumstance when you have the Alliance Patrol as it is with the Reavers. The Reavers are real trouble. But I think that's pretty on brand. The Alliance is more of a nuisance. There are ways to, get away and outmaneuver them or pay them off. What have you, or you just deal with the fact that, all right, I've got to put some space between us. So I've got contraband in the form of supply cards So yeah, I'm adding the black to my deck. So that's how it works. It's pretty straightforward, simple. And like I said, reach out if you want to get the file for these. You could print your own cards. As you can see, I sleeve mine because it helps protect these cards. You're shuffling them all the time in a deck builder. So it's good to have a little extra protection. Let me know if you have any questions about it, and if you do end up getting these and trying them out, let me know what you think. It's just another way to add a little more thematic gameplay and some surprises in the different market decks. So yeah, you could put, I like to put all three of these into the core deck. There's enough cards in there that you might not ever draw one, but you might end up drawing all of them. And so it's a little extra incentive to maybe avoid the core deck, or you take your chances, stock up on some credits and verse tokens so that you can deal with them. That's it for this one, everybody. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.